All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. I'm not Frankie. I'm kidding. Oh, m- we're trying. There it goes. Ah, hi. I'm here. That was weird. So yeah, I am before I forget to do one other thing. I don't want to forget to do this. I was messing around with some screenshots earlier. So we'll do this real quick before we hop into session. I had to test what my car is gonna look like with that number one next season in Horizon. But hi. We're back. Hello, hello, Zelkov. I cannot not read Elo in like a goober accent. We're back. It's World of Outlaw Pro qualifying at Huset's again. Because when in doubt, keep trying. Keep trying and failing in my case. But you know, as you can see up here, we are it's not looking likely for me to make it this week. I'm 74th, and the top, I think it's top 40 make it. Got Class D Oval today. Nice. We like getting out of rookies. That does tend to be pretty fun. As you can see on the right, I got out of rookies a long while ago. I know the dirt road doesn't show it, but we're running sprint cars again. And for those who didn't see my blue sky, I'll have to put like an actual proper schedule update. Updates to the schedule. I now will not be streaming tomorrow evening like I thought I was because it turns out I'm a silly goober and didn't read the thing right. And the Le Mans Ultimate race that I'm doing with Joe Mugford is actually on Saturday evening for me, not Friday evening. So I'll be going live on Saturday evening now, which means you'll get me twice on Saturday. Once in the morning slash early afternoon for the SCCA runoffs, and then in the evening. So I'm about to be one tired boy on there. And also, as you can see, I fixed it. AKA Koei told me how to fix it. So we have this again. We have eye overlay for you guys because it wasn't working a lot last week, and I turns out literally all it is that I literally just need to open it before I open OBS because apparently that messes with things. But yeah, we're gonna get out there for a few laps because it's been I have not touched this car since Tuesday. Oh, lovely. My okay, so you guys got eye overlay now, but I don't. Lovely. Why is it not working? Man, iOverlay needs to get their shit together. You know what? I don't care. You guys have it, and that's what matters. I don't really need the iOverlay, to be honest. Oh, I just realized I also need to do that, just in case. But yeah, we're sprint carring tonight at the same track we were at on Tuesday. Obviously, we could have been here last night, but I was doing the Horizon IndyCar series with Frankie and Lith last night. And Lith got the win, and I am incredibly happy for him. Because it's been a long while coming for him to get a win in that league. I know Frankie was afterward like, oh, I'll get a win eventually, and he will definitely. But it was, Lith had been close a few times this season, so long time coming for Lith to finally get a win.
Inside, clear.
Waiting on Arca or Junior
Just set your fastest lap of the session.
I mean, I think that would depend on what ladder you're going for in terms of racing.
Outside.
Like if you're with
Clear.
if you have the intention to go to IndyCar stuff, as bad as the setups can be, you would want to do junior open wheel because you're not going to learn anything in the ARCA car that you need to know for IndyCar. But if you plan on doing a lot of the NASCAR stuff, the ARCA car is really fun. Like I'm in a league that I run every now and again on Fridays with the ARCA car, and it's very fun. As someone who's not really much of a stock car guy, even I have fun in it, so. But yeah, we're back. Uh, for those of you who weren't here yesterday, but most of you were because I was co-streaming with Frankie and I hit affiliate this week on Tuesday, after the Tuesday evening stream. So I am affiliate now. I'm never gonna directly be like, oh, you should sub to me, but it is an option for you now. I would encourage spending your money elsewhere that's more worth spending your money on than me. But if you feel so inclined, you can subscribe to me now, as well as you would notice you get channel points now, and I have some channel point things already. So, well, I have some channel points things. I'm going to be adding more over time. I need to get some of the sound ones set up. I'll probably get those set up before the proper streaming in January. But, yeah. It's insane to me that I've been streaming for literally just over a week and you all got me to affiliate already, and I'm incredibly thankful because that's insane. You're all insane. Every one of you. So the plan for tonight is we're running this, and then I was going to do some practice for the Le Mans Ultimate race afterwards, but I was informed by Joe Mugford that they're actually going to build the set. So we might not do that now. I might actually play something different. I've been kind of playing a lot of Transport Fever today, so maybe we'll chill on that for a bit. We could chill on Railroader. A new locomotive mod just came out for that yesterday, and I haven't gotten to mess with it yet.
The car looks fine. No damage to report.
But yeah, we'll figure something out. I want to stream for a little bit longer tonight, because I did kind of imply last night that I was going to continue after Horizon, and then I didn't, because I was admittedly very tired, so we'll figure something out. Could be Rally, could not be, I don't know. And then, like I said on Blue Sky, I might stream a little bit tomorrow afternoon. Unsure as of right now. Oh, dirt oval practice never fails to amuse me. Yeah, for those of you who don't know dirt ovals, this is Huset Speedway, as it says in the title, but, you know. This is Huset Speedway. It's in, Somewheresville, South Dakota, I think. A second. We'll find out in a second here. Hello, thing? Would you like to let me... Oh, it's because I wasn't tabbed into iRacing, technically. Yeah, it's in, let's see. What does it say? Info. Track. I don't say it there anymore? The hell, man? How am I supposed to know where the track... Oh, Brandon, South Dakota. There you go. It's in South Dakota. It's a good little track. They host the High Bank Nationals every year. In real life. For the World of Outlaws. And it's cool. This was a really good addition to iRacing. This track produces pretty good racing. I know this was in the time before it ended up getting finally scanned and added. This was one of the tracks that a lot of people were like, "Yeah, I want Husets." So it's really nice to have it, and it's nice because a lot of the tracks on iRacing are kind of the bigger half miles. So it's really nice having one of these smaller bull rings now. I do think that's really nice to have that now. Good wording. Can't get out. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna give it our best tonight, but realistically I don't think it's mathematically possible for me to make the top 40 this week, unfortunately. Because I did kind of forget that the points don't reset every week. So the thing with that is, over time, your results will matter. So if I can keep rolling off top fives like we did on Tuesday, there is a chance I could eventually point my way in just off of the consistency. But realistically, you kind of need to be winning if you're in the splits I'm in to even have a chance. Huset car on track up. That guy's spun. Yeah, this is a fun track. It is interesting because I feel like for a track they hype up as this like really high banked track, it doesn't actually feel as high banked as you'd think, all things considered. But compared to a lot of other dirt tracks, it is a very high banked little track.
Inside, clear.
Oh my god, Cardoza. It's fast. But yeah, we're here. It's same format. So qualifying, no heat races for these. It is 21 car splits. So you do a 2-lap qualifying and you start straight up, or I think heads up is what they'd say. Straight up, heads up, something like that is what they'd call it in dirt racing. If you start how you qualified. Because normally in dirt racing we'd have heat races. And that would decide the feature lineup. But we don't have that for this because of the way the series is. I do kind of wish they'd do it like that. I do kind of wish they'd have 30 car splits and have heat races, but I understand why they do it this way. It means no one gets screwed by having a bad qualifying or anything. Which, trust me, I sure as hell need that, because I am very much
Car outside.
not a good qualifier.
Clear up top.
In these cars, it turns out. We've been learning that throughout this season. It kind of has screwed me.
Clear outside.
So yeah, registration should open up here in about 16 minutes. We'll be going from there. We'll have half an hour to kind of chill and see what happens. And then, like I said, afterwards, because these races don't take very long, we'll probably do something. We'll figure it out as we go, I'm sure. Huh. Difficult. Just doing some stuff off tab here, but we're getting there. Class C is pretty much all pay stuff. Yeah, that is kind of the thing. Like, D class stuff still has a lot of free content, but once you get to Class C and above, you're kind of like, you kind of have to start forking the dough over. Which it does kind of suck, but also, like, it makes sense. Because at that, like, if you're to the point where you're making it into Class C, like, you're pretty committed to the whole iRacing bit at that point, so they know they can get a little bit of money out of you. But all in all, like, that's kind of the thing. Like, you just kind of have to figure out what path you want to take, and then iRacing is pretty good with that. Like, there's kind of a pretty clear, especially now that we have the Indy NXT car, like, there's a clear ladder up to IndyCar. There's a clear ladder up to stock, up to through the NASCAR ranks. On the dirt side of things, there's a pretty clear ladder. Like, there's a good development ladder at this point. Yeah. Oops, someone's monster trucking over the berm there. Hopefully the qualifying goes a little better tonight, because it didn't really go very well on Tuesday. The track was the track was really gone on Tuesday before we even got to touch it, which really sucked. No, out of curiosity, I kind of want to try something. Like, is it gonna be mad at me for this?
You got the black flag. You didn't exit the
Okay,
pit
you do
safely.
actually get
You
mad
have to
at
drive
it. Does
through the
get mad
pit
at you for
without
that.
stopping. Car inside. Clear inside.
Yeah, I was curious. I felt the need to check. Because the pit exit here is really tight. So I was like, is it going to get mad at you if you do that? Yeah, that's fair. Oh, Sean Begley. Thank you for the follow. I recognize that username. Welcome in. This is the World of Outlaw Pro qualifying series where we are up dirting our oval. And trying to make the Pro Series. I don't think we're gonna. It's not looking realistic this week, unfortunately, but we'll see. Like I was talking about earlier, I forgot the points don't reset each week with the qualifiers. So really, if I kind of just keep rolling off kind of semi-average points, there is a chance I might point my way in at some point. And we do have, coming up here for the final 2 weeks, two tracks that I'm pretty good at. Williams Grove is a track I've always been really good at, and Lincoln is weirdly one of my best dirt tracks, I think, statistically. I don't think it's period the best one. I think statistically my best dirt oval is still Port Royal, and I don't think anything's really going to beat it out for that, but we'll see what happens. It's a nice mix of tracks for the qualifiers this year, to be honest. Because, like, we started at Volusia, which is a half mile, and it's kind of its own unique shape. And now we're here at this nice little bull ring, high banked. Then we go to Williams Grove next week, which if you've never seen Williams Grove, Imagine Martinsville from the NASCAR side of things, but as a dirt track. That is essentially what Williams Grove is. Very long straights, very tight corners. It's a fun track. It's in real life and on sim. It unfortunately isn't the best in terms of racing, but it's still a very fun track to drive, and I enjoy racing it when you get a good race.
Car looks clean.
And then Lincoln is also very unique because it's kind of a weird shape. It's a similar size to this track, except the corners aren't even. So the corners on one end of the track are different than the other. So it's a very interesting track, and it does race pretty well on iRacing, to be honest. I've had some fun ones there. I know earlier this year in the 410 Sprint Tour, that was like one of the best results I had in one of the high SOFs was Lincoln. I think I got like a podium or something. Like it was a very, very good run for me. So we're gonna hope that keeps on going. And then for the final week of the season, if we end up making the top 60, it's Knoxville. That's, of course, if we make the top 60 in points to actually qualify for that, which honestly I think is more realistic. But yeah, oh yeah, I guess I could show off the livery if you haven't seen it around. I've kind of posted it in a lot of places, but this is our livery for the season. Well, not just for the season. My new sprint car livery, period. I finally actually got around to making one that's in the style that the rest of my current stuff is. Get that up there a little more. So that's what we're rocking this season. Does US Open Wheel D count to oval MPR? If you're referring to the series with the USF 2000, I believe it counts towards road. Because it is mostly road. It should count towards road, but I don't know. It might be. I, I don't know. I don't. I've never. I'm gonna be honest. Back when I made my way up through the ranks, it was when it was series didn't have the ability to count for multiple licenses yet. So like back then, the stock cars on like road courses would still count towards your oval license. Like I'm that ancient in terms of iRacing, which isn't really that ancient, but it's not actually like a decently long while ago at this point that they actually changed that. Junior open wheel seems dead. I think it depends. I know it's definitely struggled a bit more this season. I think it does kind of depend on the week though. But I do think it has struggled a bit this season. Anyways, we'll pop that off of there now. We got about 5 minutes till the race goes up, so we'll hop out of that practice and sit here. We'll see. We'll chill in the UI for a second here while we wait. Got all sorts of friendos on. Frankie and Anna, they're also live doing their thing. Ooh, I didn't realize Silver Cow was at Phoenix this week. Ooh, dang it, I missed the SOF for that. If I had known this was happening, we would have done this on Tuesday. Because I had the sprint car at Phoenix was like one of the first races I ever did in this car, and it was very fun. They go to Concord next week. That's a based schedule. Oh yeah, the Winter NIS series exists still too. Is there another slot for this? Oh, is there not? No. Oh, it's all on Saturday. I guess there's one on Sunday, if I were to want to stream on Sunday. How, howdy, James. We got a couple minutes here for the session to go up for the World of Outlaw Pro qualifying, so I'm kind of taking a peruse around what's going down on iRacing this week. Yeah, that doesn't really work either. I'm noticing there's a lot of stuff at Legacy Phoenix this week. Big week for the Legacy Phoenix enjoyers. We got the street stocks, IndyCar ovals there. But I think while we wait, I'm going to have to go to the bathroom real quick because my stomach is yelling at me. So I will leave you guys on this screen for a couple minutes while I go do that. So I'll be back and then we'll get registered for the session and get ready to go. All right, we're back. Hopefully my stomach behaves for the rest of the evening here. And we're right in time because you're much braver than me. I don't know. Like, I think it's one of those things of if that's what you're used to, you're probably going to be better in the late models. But really, the dirt sprint car is why I got into iRacing. So having that is like I'm kind of just used to them. If it would like to let us register here, that'd be great. There it goes. All right, we're running this. 30 laps. Hopefully of more fun than it was the other night. It was a lot of cautions the other night, but we'll see what happens this week. As iRacing takes its sweet time to load. Carlos Sainzing up in here with our smooth operator. All right. Let's go out here. I'll put like half restrictor in, I guess. I don't know. The track's pretty clean actually, so we'll do that. Oh, actually, it's not as clean as I thought. Never mind. Not as clean as I expected. Alright, let's see how this goes. Let's see how we're feeling. I see my eye overlay still isn't working, which is really weird. Eye overlay seems to work for one of us on these streams, and that's it. It either works for the stream side or it works for me. So that's Steven Games. Steven F. Games. If you're familiar with the name, then maybe it is. I can't say I'm familiar with it.
Just set your fastest lap of the session. New fastest lap for you. Looks like your car is toast.
Sorry, person. He's got a lot of speed. Oh yeah, that wouldn't shock me. There's a lot of pros going for it yet again. You get a lot of them. There's a lot of very, very, very fast people this year. Like, for example, Rylan Gray, who I see on my little relative there. I've run with him in the past. He's very fast. He actually races in real life as well now. He has I think he usually does he attempts the Chili Bowl every year. And I know he does some stuff in wingless cars nowadays too, in like 410 wingless. So he runs out there in real life. So yeah, there's all raid. Ruby Nakamata, hello. Thank you for the raid. A Kato raid. Those are pretty common with the racing YouTubers, I hear. Oh my goodness. We got so many noises. Let me pull down here so I can... Actually, I need to pull up my stream manager. I just realized I kind of don't have that open. Be smart to have that open, wouldn't it? I need to get a bot that shows me that stuff in the chat. I just haven't gotten there yet. You need to figure out how to run sprints. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people have come into my streams in the last 2 weeks and have said that. Stream manager. Who followed? Let's take a look. See. Chris Blade. Thank you for the follow. We'll get there. Yeah, the late models are hard, to be fair. Oh my gosh, another one, Tarls. Oh my goodness! Ah! The heck was that? I didn't... Well, apparently, Chris Blade, you helped me hit a follower goal of 40 followers. I didn't set that. I'm assuming Twitch set that. Sure. Well, thank you, everyone. Jeez. So many noises in my ear, I can't even drive. We're just here trying to practice, and all of a sudden I'm getting just bombed with noises. But yeah, how about them STCA runoffs? I did a GT4 qualifying race today, Ender, and I did not score enough points to make the top 40, so now I have to do another GT4 race. But maybe actually try to source a setup for the Mustang before I do. And I have to run the rest. Amongst the trained person to a driver. Well, you can do that, Charles. We appreciate all chatters equally here, whether they're lurkers or not. We've got like 25 minutes or so till this goes up. And we'll do that. And then speaking of trains, afterwards we might do some train-related stuff. Because I've been addicted. Anna got me addicted to Transport Fever 2. Running a fuel modified road course. Honestly, yeah, like I've kind of thought about, like, even if I can't find a Road America set for the Mustang, just grabbing like another set of a track that has a lot of straights. There's amateur racing recently destroyed. Oh, well that... Well, I mean, I guess to say the thing that a lot of people say when there's racing crashes, it's good that you're okay. The car can be replaced, but you can't. So I'm glad you're okay afterwards, and I hope you do get that new car. As much as I'd love to race in real life, I don't have that much money. And even around here, like, I'm from central Pennsylvania, which would allow you to connect the dots as to why I'm running sprint cars here tonight. Because this is basically all we have around my parts. We've got a lot of dirt ovals. We did have Pit Race, was a road course out near Pittsburgh, but that closed down at the end of their season this year, so we don't have that anymore. So I actually don't know what, like, I was talking about this one night about like what the closest road course to me is, and funnily enough, one of the closer ones is actually not even in the country. I think Mostport is one of them. Summit Point. I actually didn't look Summit Point up. That actually wouldn't be a bad option. I think I was... Here, I can find my message. I was talking about this with a friend one night. It was a while ago. The closest one of the ones I looked up to me is Watkins Glen, which is about 3 hours. Lime Rock is about 4.5 hours from me. Mid Ohio is about 6. VIR is 6.5. Mostport is also 6.5. And then you kind of get to the longer ones where it's like Road Atlanta, Road America, and Barber are all like 12 or more hours. I could look up Summit Point real quick though, because I didn't think about that. I was kind of trying to think of like major racetracks. And like since nothing really major goes to Summit Point anymore, I kind of didn't think about that. Oh yeah, Summit Point is only a little under 3 hours, so it's about the same distance as Watkins. So I guess I would have that too if I wanted to go to a road course, but let's go out to some more laps. Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of racetracks within a short distance of me. Like, I could honestly beat you out and say there's a lot of them within like a hour of me. It's just all dirt ovals. Like, that's kind of the thing. Just got caught. A person almost pulled the gravel. Right at me there. I mean, honestly, if
Car
I,
outside,
being the
outside, clear.
biased person I am, I would say go to the WEC
Outside,
race.
outside, clear.
But I'm
Car
biased
outside,
and love me
clear
some sports
outside if you
cars.
wanted. We've got damage on the back end.
I would be biased and say go to the WEC weekend so you can see the Aston Martin Valkyrie in person. That's kind of why I want to go to the Road America race next year. F1 is expensive. Yep. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I was tempted to go to something this year, but nothing just really worked out. Which is why, and with Road America being an endurance round next year now, that's kind of why I'm like, I kind of want to go now. Because I don't know what their plan is with that. If it's going to, like, swap with Indy every year, or if it's going to be an endurance round permanently. Because I know they took away in the endurance race at Indianapolis to do the endurance race at Road America. So I don't know what they're doing with that going forward, but I think it would be cool to go to Road America because it's a track that's on my bucket list to go to anyways, and going there for a long sports car race would be a good use of the money for it. Especially because tickets for IMSA races as a whole usually aren't that bad, I don't think. I'd get to see the Valkyrie, which is the most important thing. Ooh, you're going to the Road America race, Shane.
Outside.
Well, I can keep you posted if I end up going. I'm hoping I will.
Outside. Clear up top. Outside.
Makes me wish
Outside is clear.
Well, I mean, they did at one point,
Car
didn't they?
outside. Clear outside.
Because I
if you
think
want
the
it.
race that's now the WEC race was an IMSA
Outside.
race at one point.
Clear. Outside. Clear high. Car outside. Clear high. Outside. Clear.
That was scary. I see, yeah. If I was a local to Road America, I can tell you I'd be going to every race there too. Don't know why this person is refusing to tow.
Car outside. Clear high.
Someone took the bullet. Someone took one for the team and was like, I'm getting this dude out of here.
Outside.
Respect.
Clear up top. Car outside. Clear outside if you want it. Car inside. Clear inside.
Stop job. I'm gonna pull at least one. I haven't done one yet today. Gotta pull a slide job for the fans at home, you know? Oh, good work. So yeah, after this we'll, I'm thinking we'll do some Transport Fever. I don't know, we'll do something. We'll do another game that's not racing. Because I'll be honest, I did have a lot of fun during that Railroader stream on Sunday. That like impromptu Railroader stream. It was very fun doing something not racing. And people seem to like hanging out for it, so we'll do it again.
Outside. Clear.
Oh, I short slidered the shit out of that dude, and I don't feel bad at all. That would be a dick move in real life, so you all know in chat. Do not do a slider like that, unless you want to get the finger. or worse, given it's a dirt track. But yeah, this track, like it's really fun when it slicks off. This track's fun. Honestly, one of the better dirt ovals they've added in the last few years. Which I know we don't get many of them anymore, but I think, like, Kern is the other one that's more recent, isn't it? Because I know we've had Kern County for a little bit now. And obviously Port Royal and Lincoln are both pretty new as well still. Like, look, as much as I'm biased towards Port Royal, as a racetrack, racing-wise, it's kind of mid on iRacing. But, like, this track bangs for a racetrack, because especially when it slicks off like this, you can kind of get multiple lines going. Like, you can see, like, I'm kind of rolling the middle right now because it's still a little fresher than some of the other lanes on the track. It's a dirt oval you want to... Oh, there's a list. Like, we could be here all night, Ender. So, okay, so the bias pick of, like, it's a bias one, so it's on the list, but, like, it's not, I wouldn't prioritize it over other tracks. I think Seal and Grove Speedway, which is the track here in central Pennsylvania, that's literally, like, 15 minutes from my house. It's another big half mile. And, like, I kind of have that one on the list because it would be nice to have it, because then we'd kind of have all of the central Pennsylvania half-milers, because we already have Port Royal and Williamsburg. In terms of Pennsylvania tracks that I would like more, I think Grandview would be really nice. I would love to have Grandview on the service. In terms of other tracks, really just give us some more West Coast tracks already. The poor West Coast is very underrepresented in this. So, like, something like Tulare. Tulare is kind of the big one. Silver Dollar would be cool. Stuff like that. Some of those tracks from out that way. Gosh, I've got to keep thinking now. Because there's more, don't worry. I do think, another good one, the Talladega Short Track. The dirt track that's located, it's like down the road from Talladega Superspeedway. I think it'd be cool for them to get that. In terms of tracks they could scan while doing other stuff, the Las Vegas and Texas Motor Speedway dirt tracks would be nice to have. Because, I mean, we have those, and I mean, obviously, I don't know what the relation with High Limit and the World of Outlaws is for, like, iRacing. If iRacing's kind of limited now because of their relationship with the World of Outlaws, if the Outlaws will get mad at them for adding High Limit tracks. So, like, I don't know what that would be like. But yeah, I think that's kind of the big ones. Like, Tulare, Silver Dollar would be cool. One of my tracks I used to love in back in the R Factor days. God, what was it called? Bloomington Speedway in Indiana or Illinois. It's one of the two. It's Indiana or Illinois, one of those two. That track I always loved in R Factor. So I think that would be a cool one. And it's a notable track because it was kind of the home track of the Kinsers. So Steve Kinser, Craig Kinser, Mark Kinser, all those names that, if you know, like, even a vague amount about dirt racing, you know who the Kinsers are. So yeah, like, having their home track would be cool.
Inside, clear inside.
I mean, if we're talking about stuff that realistically could get added if they just did it, if they could give us the Indianapolis Motor Speedway dirt track already, that'd be cool.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left. Car inside, clear inside.
Because they supposedly scanned that and just haven't given it to us, but I don't know. There's a list. Like, I could go through a whole list of tracks that, like, even just looking at, like, the high limit schedule for next year, I could go through a lot. Reska, hello. Welcome in. Gosh, all the VTubers are here tonight. I've got so much pressure. I've got such a big audience at this point. You're all putting pressure on me by being here. I feel like I got to get a top 10. Then reviving Winchester. Yeah, I hope that means we will get it. Because I know there was a few. There was a few tracks that were mentioned. But, like, here, give me a second. I'll find the... I guess I can go here. Speaking of the person who rated us, I'll go to that server that I'm in because of them. Purely because I want to grab the high limit schedule, and I feel like that's the quickest way to do it. Yeah, high limit. Because I'm sure even just going through the high limit schedule for next year, I could find a bunch. Central Arizona Speedway would be cool. I wouldn't put it as like we need it, but it was pretty good in high limit last year, and if it races good next year as well, be cool to have. But yeah, the biggest one of like I want this in iRacing is probably Tulare, the Thunderbolt Raceway. Placerville, I didn't think about that. Yeah, like there we go. There's a good one. If they were to go out to California and just scan Thunderbolt, Placerville, and Silver Dollar, you've got me. That would be great. Just to give a little more representation for the West Coast tracks, because right now, really, the only West Coast track we have is Kern, which feels wild to say, but it is kind of like the one West Coast track we have. So it'd be nice to have a couple more, so in the future, doing like schedules and stuff for AI seasons eventually, because trust me, that is something we will be doing in the future. I have a spreadsheet that keeps track of all of the national touring sprint car races. This is the most positively anyone's ever talked about Tulare. Okay, I don't know anything about the actual town. I just know the dirt track they have is an incredible dirt track, and I want it. You loved Next Door. Did you get Tulare's permission for that? Did you get a noise complaint for that? The dirt track craver. Yes. I want more damn dirt ovals. I mean, honestly, I was kind of thinking of a list last night of, because of them adding the Winton Rallycross layout now, next season. It would be really cool for us to get a couple more dirt fictional, like, dirt versions of some of the asphalt tracks. Like, I was kind of trying to think of, like, what tracks would work for that. And I guess I kind of was thinking South Boston, maybe? Like South Boston and Langley, if they wanted to give us a couple more. Because I really feel like for the poor rookies, Slinger, well, yeah, that would be interesting as a dirt track, but I was more thinking like free base content tracks, so that they could add a couple more for the rookie series. Dirt Lime Rock. Lime Rock Rallycross, it's just the regular layout, but with like an extra ramp. But, I mean, that would be cool. But like in terms of the dirt, if they were to do dirt oval tracks, we do know that there was a dirt version of Oxford Plains that was getting developed, but it didn't make it out of the like beta testing program because people thought it would be too that. Yeah, that's kind of why I was thinking something like Langley, because like it's still decently big, but it is also like it's a pretty flat track, so even with the like lower powered cars, it wouldn't be that bad. I think South Boston would be fun. I mean, if we're talking smaller tracks, I guess you could technically go full insane mode and do Southern National. Dirt Bristol 2 Electric Boogaloo. Charlotte Legend. That would be good. Yeah, that would be cool. The Legends ovals with dirt would be really nice, actually. It'd be similar. A track they could do if they wanted another dirt oval that existed. The World of Outlaws, gosh, this was back in like 2019, 2018, raced at the Nashville Fairgrounds on, like, if you know the Nashville Fairgrounds mini oval on iRacing, it was basically that as a dirt track, and the World of Outlaws raced on it for like one season. I think it'd be cool if they added it just for the meme of it, because I'm sure it was kind of shitty in real life, but it'd be an interesting track. Yeah, more Kern Mini. Yeah. Well, I think it's a thing of, like, for the micro sprints, yes. But for stuff like the street stock and the mini stock, you can have a little bigger. Transition onto the front stretch. Yeah, I don't actually remember exactly what... No, maybe that's something we could do after the race here, is we could see... I could pull up, like, a highlight video.
Inside.
And hope that
Clear
Dirt Vision
inside.
doesn't ban me from Twitch for it. Actually, yeah, that's probably not a good
Inside.
idea.
Clear inside.
I don't want to get rescued immediately during my Twitch career. We gotta wait a couple years before I get rescued. But yeah, I feel like I remember it existing, but I don't remember much about the track as a whole. I just remember it was basically like the front stretch mini oval as a dirt track. Like, I'm sure they might have, like, adjusted it a bit, because you can do that when you're building it out of dirt. Obviously, you can kind of cover those. Alright. I think that's enough practice, because arms are starting to get tired already. To be fair, I was doing some off-camera rallying before we went live here, so that doesn't help either. But I had to feed my addiction at least a little bit before going live. Alright, so session should be going up here in a minute. And then we go on to having some fun. But yeah, like, I could go on for a while of dirt tracks that I would like. But realistically, big name ones, it would be like Tulare, Silver Dollar. I know I know Jacob there in chat mentioned Beaver Dam. That would be cool. Like, that's a pretty notable one we don't have yet. Cuz, like, in terms of the notable dirt tracks, we have most of them. I guess another really notable one we don't have is Terre Haute. And I mean, of course, to say other ones, the dirt miles, having at least one of them before they maybe eventually disappear forever would be cool. Yeah, like getting like, if not both of them, at least one of them. I mean, I guess if we're talking dirt ovals, I want my really biased answer is give us the dirt miles and give us an updated Silver Crown. But in terms of realism, I think stuff like Tulare would be more realistic. All right. Welcome to virtual Huset Speedway. I am the 11 car tonight. So I'm way lower down than I was previously. For those who missed Tuesday night, I was the number one car on Tuesday night. All right, let's oh, the track is about the same as it was on Tuesday. Fun.
Just set your fastest lap of the session. You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
All right. It feels alright, I
Pit
guess,
box
but
in
it's
right
still...
here.
Yeah, I'm still a couple tenths off, which I'm not good at qualifying on a already used in track. So we might have to work our way forward again tonight, but... I guess I got enough time I can go out and try another one.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Yeah. Great to know I set my fastest lap of the session when it wouldn't have
You've
counted
got
in
about 2
qualifying
laps of
because I got a
fuel.
0x. Alright, let's see how this goes. I mean, I'm kind of up there in terms of time, actually. So I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll do better than I thought. Let's qualify. Get that off my screen.
Okay, here comes your first time lap. Green flag, green flag. One more lap.
Damn it. Well, that's the second lap invalid. And my first lap wasn't great, so... Darn.
Pit box is early, be ready.
I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to be doing a... We're going to have a bit of work to do. I mean, it's P1 right now, but I don't think it's going to stay there. Yeah, that was just bad on my part. Completely botched the entry to the corner. I mean, we'll see. It might hold. I don't foresee it holding, though. We still got some fast people to qualify, particularly if you don't know, Xavier Doney down there is a real life winged sprint car driver. I don't know where exactly he runs locally, but I know he's run with a high limit a few times this year. And I believe he's one of the guys going down to Australia next month for high limits like Australia race. So he's a real driver. Yeah, I mean, as of right now, we're starting. If everyone who's left to qualify beats me, I will be starting better than I did on Tuesday. So that's at least a positive, I guess. But I'd still like to be up there a little more than I am because I don't want to have to use my tires up getting up there. Yeah, a lot of people wait until last second. I mean, it makes sense here. People don't want people don't want others watching their qualifying laps is mostly why a lot of people wait till the very end. I heard this song since Madden had it in their soundtrack. Oh, I just realized. Sorry about that. I didn't have the text on. I had it off because I disabled it for the Horizon race last night. All right, well we're starting ninth, so we're starting better than we starting higher up than we did last night or last night Tuesday night, which is all right. Still a lot of room to gain though. I think this is also a higher SOF than I was in on Tuesday, so
Line
that's
up on the
good.
inside. Pit road is closed right now.
Pull that up for me. You guys get double relative because I don't know why my eye overlay isn't showing up for me. All right. So 30, same as Tuesday, 30 laps. Caution laps don't count if you're new to dirt ovals. It's not like NASCAR where caution laps tick down the race counter. Nope, they do not count. So you get 30 green flag laps here. So we're gonna see what happens tonight. I think it's kind of a very long shot that I managed to make the top 40 this week, but crazier things have happened. Tuesday night was a little bit of a caution fest for us for some of the race, so which you get with a track like this on iRacing, unfortunately. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens. What do you use to play music on stream? I use Spotify still. I know there's a lot of negative opinions on Spotify. I just haven't gotten around to moving my stuff somewhere else yet. But I use Spotify. I just have it up on my computer and have the audio on my audio thing. As for the text, that's a like plugin for OBS you can get that connects to Spotify or whatever you're using for music, and then you can have it put on the screen. That was shown Aerotech, who streams on his own and he's in the middle of torturing himself with a subathon again. He's actually who helped me get that set up, so thank you to him. But all right, 30 laps. 30 laps. We got some progress we need to make if we want to outscore Tuesday. So we're gonna see what happens. I think my plan is kind of gonna be what was on Tuesday. I'm kind of just gonna roll the bottom at the start, I think, and just kind of keep it clean.
One lap to green. About to go green, stay focused. Green flag, green flag. Car outside, clear. Car outside, clear outside. Outside. Clear high. Outside. Outside is clear. That was your fastest lap of the session. Car inside, clear. The yellow flag is out. Line up, single file. Pit road is closed right now. Letter 17. Car by. You had the position when the yellow flag came out.
I don't know why I'm having to let this lap car by, but you're not who I was letting by, my man. Whew. Well, hey, that's a longer green flag run than we got on Monday at any point. Or on Tuesday. Oh, I think the 7 car was pitting. That's why he drove past us all. No idea where I ended up after all that. That was crazy. I don't know if the bottom has any speed in it yet.
Past the 18. Car.
Yep, 2 to green now.
One to go. Next time by.
Alright, single file restarts here in sprint cars. At least on iRacing. It's a mixed bag in real life. Some series do double file, some don't. In iRacing we do single file.
Green flag, green flag. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
I hate that that's a 2x.
New fastest lap for you. The yellow flag is out. Line up, single file. Closed, pit road is closed.
Alright, so we're 11th right now, so we did drop back a few spots on the start there. Not entirely what you want, but as you can see, someone just left an entire top wing sitting on the track, so we're doing better than them.
Your car looks fine. No damage to report.
Good. Wanted to make sure that 2x didn't give me any weird damage. Nope, someone's gone. I don't know what this person's doing.
Letter 19,
Yeah, I
carbide.
don't know why the 19's stopping in the middle of the racetrack spotter. Yeah, there's just a wing sitting there. Don't worry about the top wing that's in the middle of the racetrack. That's fine. I mean, it is because we don't hit body parts on iRacing. That was a thing at one point, but they got rid of it.
One to go, next time by.
Alright. Well, we're almost a third of the way in already, which is faster than we were going the other night.
About to go green, stay focused. Green flag, green flag. Caution, yellow flag. Line up, single file. Pit road is closed.
I see we're having a Huset race, gang. I don't want to speak too soon, but I think I might have found something there rolling the middle. It did seem to kind of work a little bit. I just didn't get much of a chance to actually try it. 19's doing his weird I'm gonna stop on the racetrack thing again.
Letter 19, carbide.
What is he doing? I don't understand. He's like catching up and then he's like stopping down the straight. I don't know if it's some weird cheesy tire warming thing or what they're doing. Alright, we're going to 1 to green this time. Officially a third of the way through the race. Well, we will be once we go green. Goes quick, even with all the cautions.
1 to go, next time by. Get ready, going green. Green flag, green flag. Car outside. Outside is clear. You're up top, 3 wide.
Well, I just
Clear.
lost my front wing.
We got damage on the front end.
That's lovely. We're fucked now. Oh, buddy, there's a car there.
Clear.
I need a caution as soon as possible, preferably. There's my caution.
Caution, yellow flag. They want you in single file. Closed, pit road is closed. Pit box is early, be ready. You entered a closed pit. Go back to the tail of the longest line. Fall back.
I don't think I'm going to get this all in one go, but... Anyways, hey Freakies, yeah, you popped in at an unfortunate time there, because good lord that was difficult. But, yeah, we're doing good. We'd be doing better if I didn't get my front wing chopped off by having a negative situation there, but... It happens. We're trying. That's all we can do, really. I had a count here in my head, too. I think this should be 2 to go, I believe. Right? Yes. I'm watching the caution lights. No, you didn't disturb me. It was just... That's why I didn't respond immediately. It was more what I was getting at, because there was a lot going on. There's a lot going on when you're at a track the size of sprint cars. Alright, watch this. I don't think I'm going to quite get all the damage repaired, but I at least have a front wing again, which is the good part. The good thing is that I have a front wing again. I'm not quite going to be able to get all this.
Go, go, go! Get ready, going green. They want you in single file. You exited the closed pits. Line up at the tail end of the field. Letter 20, carbide. Green flag, green flag. Car outside. Clear outside. Inside. Clear. We got damage on the front end.
Yeah, we still got front end damage of some variety. I think my tires are dead too. Or it could just be whatever damage we have. Oh, that's someone hard in the wall.
Five laps to go. Caution, yellow flag. They want you in single file. Pit road is closed. Letter 18, carbide. You had the position when the yellow flag came out. Pit box is early. Be ready.
Get the rest of this damage repaired and see how it goes. I think we are still going to have some, unfortunately, but...
Go, go, go! Your car looks fine.
Oh, no,
damage
we
to
don't,
report.
supposedly.
Line up, single file. Catster, 17, car.
Alright, it's going to be a short run to the end here, so we'll see what we can get. Unless absolute carnage ensues in front of us, I don't think we're outscoring Tuesday, unfortunately. Even with the higher SOF, so I don't think we're going to make it this week, unfortunately. Oh, Savior Donnie's gone. Where am I from? Without going into too much detail, I'm from Pennsylvania in the United States. Which I guess you can connect the dots as to why I've been doing so much sprint car racing on stream then. This is kind of the kind of racing we have around these parts. So it's kind of what I've always gone to in person. So, yeah, I'm from Pennsylvania.
About to go green. Stay focused.
Alright, let's see what happens here.
Green flag, green flag. Car inside. Clear. Last lap.
Oh, I got him at the line there. Oh, we're
Alright, there's
P8.
the checkered flag.
I'm assuming we must have gotten
Great
some
job,
post-race
you did
DQs
really well.
there. So P8, that's honestly, given the race we had, that's fine. I really wish I hadn't gotten that damage because I
Pit
think
box
I
is
probably
early,
could
be
have
ready.
competed for more. Yeah, I'm assuming we must have had some DQs there because I definitely was not P8 at the line. Did I beat the dude that I was side by side with to the line? Or did he get DQ'd? Oh no. Oh, he like fully blinked out. Alexander. Yeah, I think he blinked out. If you don't mind, can I ask you something? I mean, as long as it's not too like giga personal or inappropriate, I'm kind of fine with whatever questions people have. Like, obviously, I'm not going to directly say too much about my personal stuff, but 2025 World of Outlaws Pro Q Husets. I guess this is Husets 3 technically because I didn't do the second Husets. All right, let's see what we got out of that. I should have gained a little bit of I rating from that, which is good. Gained another 22 I rating. I think this might be my new peak in terms of Dirt Oval. Aha! There were some DQs. That would be what got us up into P8. 150 points. So yeah, I did not outscore Tuesday. I think I got 175 on Tuesday. If I look here, 172. So yeah, I unfortunately did not outscore Tuesday. So I think that basically confirms we aren't in for the week, but it's all right. I'll take a P8. That wasn't necessarily the greatest race of all time, but I'm going to put you all on the BRB screen again for a second, and then we'll swap over to something real quick and do something else for a little bit. But I'm going to swap over to the BRB screen so I can go use the bathroom and grab a drink.